Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going deep dive into AI agents. We will be looking at each component these AI agents are made up of. Also, we'll look at two different ways these AI agents that we can build. First way, I will show you using code, and second way, without code. And just like human, these AI agents also follow three steps. First, they observe, then they plan, and then they execute. So what they both today it is they for the first step they try to observe what the user has given or user has asked. Then in the second step where they plan their actions, and then the third step, if any of the planned actions are some calling tools, they use tool calling. So if you have a hard these LLM models and these agents, basically they try to call different tools and they gather when relevant and new data in them, and they able to complete their reports. So if I broaden that up or expand these particular things, these AI agents there are few of the components like this, where the main or the major component of any AI agent are the LLM models, because they act as the brain, as any of the tool calling or even for properly planning what are the steps needed to be done. These LLM models do the orchestration or the reasoning part. Also, they do the actions part. That's why they are brain of that. And the component, if I'll highlight, the components are tools, the components are orchestration layers, and the third component is memory. Though memory is not necessary one, because for a simple AI agent that I will be showing in this video, I might not use a memory as of now, but yeah, later on later videos where I could show you how these agents can also memorize or remember our past conversation, and it is easier to talk to an AI agent where it remembers the past, so that we do not need to give a lot of information for every message that we have to connect, right? So what all AI agent can do, if I'll putting that here, these AI agent capabilities comes as autonomous tasks. As we have talked about, these agents can plan their actions and then execute it. So yes, autonomous tasks enhance decision making, real-time interactions, and extending knowledge. Extending knowledge comes where let's say we pose a web search tool where the LLM agents are, these LLM models are pre-trained models where they have limited knowledge till the particular and they do not know what exactly has been going on the world. So they use these kind of tools where things such as web search tool, they crawl the web pages and understand what's the new things are happening in the world. That's what these AI agents also can do, right? And looking at real-time interruptions, as I mentioned, there are various ways that it can communicate with external systems, again, using these tools. And the last part is enhanced decision making, as if we can plug different LLM models where it can reason or think of as model from DeepSeek or one model where it first think about the steps that need to perform, where these enhanced decision making can be achievable just like using these DeepSeek models as well. For today's video, but I would show you a simple LLM calls where you can talk to these LLM models, maybe using tools. There are tons of frameworks that are right now present that you can use to build a few of them that I would show you right now. I'm saying on the screen where the left hand part where you see the frameworks that you can use to create your AI agents with code, and the right side part that you see is without code. Some of them are line flow, super easy, and that you can use these frameworks to create AI agents without even code. They have very beautiful interfaces, UI interfaces, where you can just drag and drop and create these agents for. And the left hand part where you can use these frameworks to call either with the API calls that are open source frameworks, just like this Agno. We will be using to give you a simple walkthrough how these agents can be created. For this video, at least I would show you how to create a story agent that it will give you imaginative and creative stories based on the usage, so whatever we will be asking. So coming back to here, I think I have created a few of files and set up the environment already, where I have the requirement.txt file, and here I have Agno, OpenAI, and DuckDuckGo. To begin with, would need the OpenAI API keys that you can get it from their website. There are multiple videos that you can watch for to get OpenAI API key. Once you will find your OpenAI API key, create a .env file, because this is where we save our OpenAI API keys here. Once that is done, I think you will go back to this file where, as you can see, we have used agents. This is from Agno, and the second part is OpenAI API keys. And this is, sorry, OpenAI API chart. This is the way that you can call those specific models and toggle. As I was mentioning, these agents are nothing but a wrapper functions of having individual components. The main component is LLM models that I'm highlighting over here. The second part is tools. Right now, I'm not using any of the tools, though I will give you an example what tools can be used. And let us just go ahead and call these specific ask. I think right now the story agent that would give you imaginative and creative ideas based on what user has asked. So let us just call this. I've already called this and getting some replies from GPT-4 Mini where it says, I believe it's saying imaginative story. And yeah, I think we got what we are looking for. So this is how we can create a very simple AI agent, nothing fancy. You would see no difference at all comparing this to your OpenAI chat. So if you just wanted to do that, what you can do is you applied these roles and instructions, what we have here, as a system prompt, and add this as the user prompt where you would get almost similar answers for it. If you're not taking the top P and top K parameters. So yeah, this is how we can create a simple agent. Let me give an example of how the web agent works. So the story agent might not need tools like DuckDuckGo search to perform something, but anyway, we will look at the way we can. So I think for this, I have created a tool already here. So instead of a simple API call to OpenAI, right now I'm showing you a web agent where it will call DuckDuckGo and it would give you the answers based on it. So let us just clear that up of all these functions. Okay, it says DuckDuckGo is not present. It's already there now. We'll call this file again. So we are just calling as what are the news headlines today. So if you could relate how things are happening around the world, you would understand how the things are. Let us just change the request. How about I will put voice. What are the so I think the election happened just some time back. Definitely this GPT-4 when you won't have any idea. So let us just put the years as well in all the web agent here. What we are asking is what are the daily election results? So it is calling the DuckDuckGo. As you can see, it's instead of calling what are the daily election results in 2025, it converts the user, whatever user has asked, to daily election result 2025. Right? The process or the ways that it converts the user's given input to this particular query is in their orchestrations, like where it this to this. And based on that, what some information in 2025, the election results indicates a significant set of power by seeing. Okay, BJP got the victory there. So that's why as you can see, this information, this particular information was never be present in the GPT-4 mini model, but this time around, as we call the agent with the tool, it understand that 2025 result information won't be present in it. So it calls a specific tool for, right? So if I give you a better example of if you have a tool, it's not necessary that this LLM agent would go ahead and call it. The reason behind it is LLM agents are well capable enough to understand when they need to call an external APIs. Right. So if I just this tool, put it over here. So what we are doing is we are using still the same story agent where it will give you imaginative and creative story ideas. We are again calling the same where we have tell me story about night. And this time around we have just changed a bit when we are giving another go search tools. Correct. So yeah, this is what will fire. So let me just call this. I think I haven't seen this and it was spark it on this file again. So yeah, right now I'm calling to the story agent to talk to tell me a story about it this night. I think if you see right now it didn't give me any reasons or it didn't force itself to call it external API because it knew that the story about Brave Light, in creating an alternative story about Brave Light might not need a external API call. So that's why in these agents, when it orchestrated the different steps, uh, calling rule was not part of that. This is how we can see how using the framework called Agno, how easy it is to create a agent where you will have the LLMs, will have the instructions, and then you can use the tools. Right now, I shift from code to non-code. There are ways that we can try to use these no-code tools. Let me just go back and look at the no-code platform. This is an intent. What you can do is click on the create workflow, and this is the page that you will get in. Nothing has you just need to log in, and we'll get it to this page. This is where you create or start with your workflow using an intent. In order to get it, I think as we have already looked at the code basis where we are executing once and we are getting the answers here. What you can do is we can call a chart window. This is a very straightforward way to use any of the LLMs and with their data. So this is the chart window. What it gives you an interface, just like chart, where you can type some messages and the replies from this LLM models would come back. So for Langflow, for N10, for any of the user interface-based framework, they would have a very slight difference in them. But once you will understand how to use one of them, it will be easy for all. So right now we have this chart interface where we'll go ahead and add the AKA agent. So right now for the video that we'll be going at tools agents. Tool agent for the message prompt will connect this to a chat node or you can define it below. For this use case, it's more reliable to connect with the chat. So we can add in that. So this is how it looks like. And it needs a model because again, this is just what work without some gain. So as we have used OpenAI, I will use the model. Okay, the change. So in the credential part, every time you need API key, you have to click on this. It would pop up this window. You have these OpenAI URLs and you need to paste your OpenAI key. Right now, I've already done that. So that's why artist is in green. So the connection tested successfully message need to be present here. And we'll come back. There are a list of models again from OpenAI that you can select. For this time around, I'm using GPT-4. Right? So here we have OpenAI model. Then we have agents. And by the way, let me tell you this N8M platform is backed by the launching. We have our agent here. We have the chart here. So let us just copy the any story about Brave Knight. We'll just save it. Chart. We'll come back here and then tell me a story about Brave Knight. Hopefully this would give me the instant reply. I think it gave me a reply on this. So yeah. Yeah, I think it gave me the similar result. If you remember, this is the kingdom name we have started with. And yeah, I think this definitely gave me the imaginative story. So yeah, I think that's all for this video where we looked at what these AFV agents are, what are their components. I showed you two different ways. One way is with code and one way without code. And using both of the ways, we get similar results. In the second video, we'll talk about more on what are different architecture this AI agent follows and we'll try to build them out from scratch. But for the time being, I'll be using Agno for some of the frameworks, and later on we'll build it from scratch. You without using any of the framework, but so thank you.